What's poppin', everyone? It's Big Bat with another video. Today we are running chimps on logs. Logs is considered to be probably the easiest chimps map, definitely top 3. The only other ones I think are like resort, probably maybe the first, I guess. Cubism is very easy, stuff like that. But logs is definitely considered to be the easiest, probably because the Bloons have a very long path they have to travel. There's a lot of intersections. You can pretty much run whatever strat. There's a puddle in the middle, perfect for water towers. You can do land towers, all of it. It's just very easy, basically. So I figured I might as well do something fun. I have been doing the tack shooters in some chimps runs because the tack shooters are amazing. But when you run those tack shooters, usually what's amazing about them is the Inferno Ring and the tack zone. So I figured might as well use the other path, the ability middle path, aka Maelstrom or Super Maelstrom, or however it's pronounced. But the strat today is basically going to be that tack shooter ability spam, pretty much. And so we started off with Sada down at the bottom right there. Give her really good coverage. Sada is there for extra damage to get rid of camo balloons before we're able to, because of course you can do something like a ninja, but why not just do Sada, who is much stronger, is much more worth the money that you put in. And you don't really have to put much in. So after we put Sada down, we actually put the sub, because the sub is also a pretty good tower for chimps and just in general. We give it advanced intel, so from here on out, whenever we place tack shooters, it actually increases the range of the sub. Now the sub isn't the feature, neither is Sada. It's definitely still these tack shooters, but they will help for sure. And the reason we're getting the sub is not actually for the help at the beginning, because we could have just put more tack shooters down. What we're putting the sub here for is actually to give it the Energizer Tier 5 top path upgrade at some point. That is to reduce ability cooldown by 20%. And you'll see we'll also go with the top path Tier 5 Monkey Village, that actually is very OP and does a lot of damage. It helps with the strat a bunch. But that also lowers the cooldown of primary towers abilities. So both things will be lowering the cooldown of the Maelstrom, which will be really cool. You'll be able to spam it like crazy. The cooldown is so low, you guys will be shook by the end of this video. But on the sub, we're actually going to upgrade the middle path 2 times. We already did that. And that's to pop leads once they appear, so we don't have to worry about it. Because by the time leads appear, we don't actually have the ability to pop them other than the sub with the way I did it. I mean, it's easy to pop leads. You can just put a cannon, something like that. If you want to do that instead, that's okay, but I just know for sure this is how you win. That's all I gotta say. If you switch it up, I can't be sure, but it's a pretty easy strat. It's definitely different, I feel like. Maybe it's not, I don't know. I'm pretty new to chimps and stuff like that, so but I'll say it's pretty different, pretty unique. I like doing it. I love seeing ability spam. That's probably my favorite way to do something like chimps, is with ability spam. I was thinking of doing a Phoenix spam once, but Dragon Breath is just better, but I still kind of want to do the Phoenix spam at some point, and I probably will. I'm probably going to do ability spam with other towers. But this is our first, and also, by the way, we have that snowflake skin for the tack shooters. You can see right there. So notice where I placed them. I'm putting the Monkey Village in the top right corner of this square as much as possible, because we want it to cover tack shooters in the square below, the square above, and the square to the top right. The top right might not be used, I'm not sure, but we definitely use the bottom and top squares for sure. It also covers the sub, which is helpful. So from here, in that same square, you're gonna want to put an alchemist probably about in the middle. That way it can cover the squares above and the squares below as well, and even potentially the sub. I don't know if it does. The sub doesn't really matter. It's mainly for the tack shooters and actually for the village, because again, the top path, the tier 5 top path of the village is extremely OP. definitely helps go off in this map. So from here, yeah, you just pretty much focus on upgrading to the tier 5 village from here. That's your most important thing to do, because once you have that, you'll be fine. You won't have to worry. Then you also want to put the alchemist in the middle, do a 401 alchemist. Then from there, pick one of the attack shooters that's buffed by the village and by the alchemist. Hopefully even by a second one that we end up placing. I'll explain that in a second. You want to make that a tier 5 middle path attack shooter, and then all your other attack shooters you want to be tier 4. But you definitely want to get Energizer first, the alchemist first, and then the village also first before you start upgrading everything to the Blade Maelstrom and Super Maelstrom, because pretty much you're just going to spend all the rest of your money on those attack shooters, and the other towers plus the attack shooters you already have will mostly carry you to the final rounds. Then you just want to start spamming from there, and once you do that and you start spamming, just obviously use the abilities as they appear, because once you use them, you'll be able to use them again. Each one could probably hit a DDT twice, maybe even 3, but probably just twice, maybe 3, I don't know, times before they get to the end, which is insane. DDTs are so fast, but that's how fast the cooldown is. But yeah, you want to get Energizer, top path, village, the 401 alchemist, and then from there you want to spam the middle path ability on the attack shooter everywhere you can put it, where it's getting buffed by as many things as possible, mainly the alchemist and the village. I actually put a middle path village with the ability to pop anything, so that all of these have the ability to pop leads without the alchemist, just for consistent DDT damage, because the fortified DDTs are probably the biggest threat towards the end. Maybe that and the B.A.D. The B.A.D's not too bad, but the fortified DDTs were a little scary, but it still beats them. It's not a huge deal or anything. You have Sada, you have the top path village, but having that extra coverage could help you out. I did it. I don't know if it's needed, but that's what I did, and we do win. So copy this strat as I do it, and you will be good. I'm probably going to go in 1 second, but yeah. So if you have any comments about the strats, any suggestions on strats you want to see, just videos you want to see in general, any opinions, let me know in the comments. Please leave a like and please subscribe. I told you guys earlier today, maybe last night I guess, that I wasn't sure. No, it was definitely earlier today. I'm so tired right now. That I wasn't sure if we were going to upload another video, which is tomorrow for you guys, but it's still the nighttime for me, I guess. And we were able to. So hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll probably be uploading tomorrow, and just watch the video, get that strat done, beat Chimps on here, and I will catch you guys in the next video tomorrow. Bye.